I think you got it, buddy.
Hello, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. Today we're going to be testing slugs that are essentially 7/16 sockets, and these were sent to us by Brian from Northern California. Now, folks have been asking us to shoot sockets for years, and I'm a very practical person, and to shoot a $10 socket was just never in my budget, much less 9 $10 sockets. Then the other issue was finding a socket that was the exact diameter that we needed to have a successful test. Brian discovered that a 7/16 proto socket measures exactly 0.675. That's about as perfect as you can get. Now on top of that, these things weigh in at almost exactly 1 ounce. That's awesome. Now the only modification that Brian did was to fill half the socket with this resin. That gives us a nice solid base to push against. Remember, we're pushing these things with 8 to 9,000 psi of pressure, so the wad and gas seal could easily just be shoved right through that socket. For these tests, we'll be using a discarding sabot because you really don't want to be shooting hardened steel sockets down your barrel. Your barrel won't last very long that way, so we do have a little bit of protection there. We'll be using 20 grains of a powder called tight wad, an FS12 gas seal, a cork wad, and then on top of all that sits our slug and sabot. Now I do like tight wad powder, I'm just not super fluent on the use of it yet. But the thing that bugs me is instead of getting a full pound, they only give you 14 ounces instead of 16 ounces. I'm not sure why, but that bugs me. I must say that the finished shell came out pretty nice. I'm using the Ballistic products clear holes that I just bought. I really love those things. And I also used their loading recipe for these, and 20 grains of tight wad should net us a velocity of 1,315 feet per second. Well, let's find out if a socket makes a good shotgun slug. Now we will be using full rifling to stabilize these. That's why we have a stripe on there so we can observe how well it's rotating.
What's up everybody, welcome back to TAOFLEDERMAUS. My name is Shane and today we are shooting 7/16 proto slugs from Brian. And these are pretty interesting actually. He didn't fill them all the way up so it's like a nice big fat hollow point, and these things are weighing about 1 ounce roughly. And they're not very cost effective to make from my understanding. But anyways, let's get to mocking.
Who doesn't want to see a socket though?
Right? Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I've wondered a few times what sockets could do at a high speed, so let's find out.
Alright. Okay, we're 20 yards away. You gonna shoot from there?
No, I was just turning on the red dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if these things hit point of aim. He's aiming right at that little X on the shirt. Whenever you're ready.
Alright. Damn.
That was pretty snappy.
Yeah, it was.
Now Shane was aiming right there, which is where a lead phosphor slug will hit. And this had pretty decent stability, but it did shoot high and to the left. Remember, every slug has its own ballistic signature, and we just have to shoot, see where they hit, and compensate for that.
Okay, we got a little bit of rain coming down now. That's great.
That feels pretty nice though.
Yeah, it's like being in the south or something.
Right? Well, anyways, my shot was a little bit high and to the left. I think Zach's California-ness is rubbing off on me a bit. Let's see what happened here.
And there goes the hat.
Oh, we got it.
Let's see if we captured that thing.
Oh, it didn't come out the back. Hold on.
Yeah, that old rugged vest still captured it.
Oh, wait, no. No, it went through.
Oh, okay. I didn't see a hole coming out of the back.
No, it must
It's probably inside him somewhere. We'll look for it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here it is.
It's right there for some reason.
I'm not sure which shirt it's under here.
There's a lot of shirts there.
Holy cow. Okay, hold on a second.
So it looks like layers and layers of shirts do add a little bit of stopping power. If you can get it out.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Check that out.
Okay, let me hold it up to the camera. There it is.
Hopefully we get some kind of consistency here.
Yeah, and we got a vest behind it in case it passes through. We try to save that socket. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so about 2 inches straight below.
Okay, we'll try that. Oh, I think you got it, buddy.
Nice, there we go. Now we're talking.
Oh!
Now this socket did exceptionally well. He aimed about 2 inches below the mark on the wet magazines and hit about 2 inches below that mark. And for whatever reason, we had a lot better stability on this shot. Now these are all loaded exactly the same, so it's interesting to see little variations like that.
Okay, another slug recovered. Isn't that good? We're good at this sometimes. Okay, Shane's opening it up.
With my super sharp X-Acto keys.
Yeah, using this. This one layer of packing tape holds that monster
All right.
bloated thing all together.
So I was aiming about 2 inches straight below, so our point of aim actually wasn't too bad
Yeah.
on this shot here. Not as high as the last one, as we were expecting, but let's see.
And this is we're at 20 yards this time instead of like 15 or 17.
Yeah.
I'm slowly pushing his limits a little bit, making him work a little harder.
Dude,
Nothing.
these 7/16 proto sockets, they're blowing holes just clean through these stuff.
Not bad. Oh, you almost hit that
Oh.
poor guy. All these Granger U-line catalogs.
That's
Okay,
it.
so nothing real exciting, but great penetration. If that was like a wild boar or a deer, that gives you an idea. Kind of a simulated vegan meat target, we call it.
Check that out. Perfectly shootable again.
I'm surprised, and it's not really packed with much in there, which is kind of surprising.
All right.
Okay, let's get another target.
Do it.
This rain is weird, man. What is this? Wet stuff falling from the sky.
It feels kind of nice.
Yeah. Okay, the famous lead plate.
Yeah, buddy.
Brian actually requested that we shoot the lead plate, which we would have done anyway, but he specifically wanted to see what would happen. Okay, anytime you're ready.
All right.
Whoa!
I saw it.
I
know
saw
where it
some.
went.
Yeah, I saw some dust. All these slug creators have figured out how to penetrate the lead plate
Yeah,
now.
apparently hardened steel, I guess. But this one's pretty interesting. It actually punched out the ceramic or
The epoxy resin or
yeah,
whatever
the
that is.
epoxy resin that he put inside here. But I mean, thing's still in amazing shape still.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
As far as the lead plate goes, this is one of the most impressive pass-throughs I've seen.
It's pretty good.
It is literally a polished, as smooth as can be surface in here. It's just impressive.
Another interesting thing, I had the theory that there might be a lead extrusion.
You can actually see the kind of the flattened surfaces.
Yeah, the kind of the square drive kinda. But rotate that around. That's what. So it made two holes essentially, kind of, sort of.
But yeah, that extrusion piece is pretty wicked.
I knew it existed. You know, it's like
I
well,
didn't think we were gonna find it.
I didn't either, especially in front of the plate.
Yeah, it was literally right here on the ground as we were walking back.
Yeah. I was like, how to get in front of the mysteries.
The mysteries of lead.
Knowing is half the battle.
Right.
Now remember, this is a proto socket, it's not a factory slug, but despite that, the accuracy wasn't terrible. It was pretty decent. But we could see that resin plug, we could see that extrusion coming out, and we could see the socket flying off. So we were able to catch all the cool stuff going on.
Okay, the aluminum block.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Will it bounce off it? Probably. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right.
Let's hope you can figure out where to aim to hit this thing. You hit it.
Okay, we won't talk about my camera focus. I'm a little bit off there, but it gives you an idea of the intense impact the slug made.
Yeah, another good aluminum shot. That one kind of landed closer to your point of aim.
Yeah, I mean, I was aiming pretty close to the bottom, maybe a half an inch from the bottom here, but the aluminum is slowly becoming one of my favorite things to shoot. This is just pretty kind of crazy. We got a nice fresh chunk of aluminum stuck in there, and it mangled this 7/16 up pretty dang good.
Yeah, that's the first damage we've seen so far. I thought maybe the lead would damage it, but it certainly didn't.
But this is our point of impact right here. Nice, another polished section and material.
Okay, let's see if we can get a nice centered shot, maybe.
Right.
Yep, I'm ready. Oh, man.
Woo!
Oh.
What have we learned today? Well, Jeff is not a robot and is prone to mistakes. With the low light conditions we had that day, it was challenging to get the camera focus right.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Now, on the bright side, we're giving the people who never have anything positive to comment about something to comment about.
I think he's ready for a nap. Okay, so prop him back up.
I think we skinned his nugget.
Oh yeah, look at that. Gave him a part. So that one shot a little bit high, I take it.
Just a little bit. I was actually aiming right about here.
Oh, okay.
But we did scoot him up a little bit closer.
There used to be like a Harley sticker on there. Someone drove around a Harley with that stupid helmet.
But yeah, we actually went straight through.
Yep. That's didn't even slow it down, and
No,
gave him
not one bit.
gave him a new part in his hair.
Gave him a haircut too.
Wow, that's new. Yeah.
All right, so we have the AR500 still plate angled about a 20-degree angle, and we got our super fancy wooden cutting board here off to the side. We're gonna see what we can catch or deflect.
Yeah, we want to bounce it off the plate and then try to catch it in that wood, maybe.
Maybe what's left of it, or you know.
It sounds pretty clever and scientific, but
in theory, so.
it may suck.
Well, let's get to mocking.
Well, it turned out to be a pretty interesting experiment. The slug hit the plate, then deflected at about a 45-degree angle into that big chunk of wood and broke that thing in half. And you probably saw the shower of sparks coming from that socket, impacting that very hard AR500 armor plate.
Kind of worked like we were hoping.
Oh, honestly, we couldn't have hoped for better.
Yeah. So, okay, we did find the slug. It killed enough of the energy.
So, at roughly our 20-degree angle, it is smashed in the pretty much the exact
it matched
angle.
that angle.
Yeah. We still got some of our epoxy resin in the middle of it. It just sheared off.
What does the wood look like?
The wood got... Where's our point of impact? Oh, here we go. There was our point of impact right here. We got a piece of shrapnel, a couple pieces of shrapnel stuck in it. We have a bunch of shrapnel from this socket stuck in the table. Got to be careful not to rub your fingers across.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull them out of there with a needle nose or something. Yeah, you don't see it.
Our point of impact was right here. Busted the wood in half. That was about it. We found the socket roughly 5 feet in front of our fancy new table here.
Okay, what's our range there?
We are at 52.
52 yards. Okay, we meant to go 50, then we're gonna go with 52 yards.
Close enough.
I don't know if you're gonna even hit it. Oh, it hit low. Ah, gosh. Oh, it hit low.
Now, this may be the most interesting miss shot we've ever filmed. This is because we're seeing a slug go from supersonic to subsonic. Normally, a shotgun slug will drag a huge shockwave along the ground all the way to the target. And in this case, we actually saw the sound coming off the plate reflecting back. Initially, we see a shockwave from the socket along the ground, and then it just kind of dissipates. And at that point, the slug kind of loses a lot of stability. And the funny part is it hit about 2 yards short of the jug. So if we had set it at exactly 50 yards, we would have hit it.
Okay, ballistic jelly.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. Safety off this time. All right.
Overall, the performance of the sockets on ballistic gel were pretty impressive. We had just enough velocity to penetrate the block and enough energy transfer to flip that block into the dirt. And a quick thank you to Clear Ballistics for providing this block of gels to share with you guys. And of course, a big thank you to Brian for providing all these sockets for us to share with you also.
Great shot. Last shot of the day, finally.
Right.
And now the sun's starting to come out.
Hey, it gave us a little bit of extra light for this gel block though.
Yeah, right. I was able to run it at the camera at 9,000 frames a second.
Yeah, so we were able to recover this socket. Nothing too impressive, but the energy dump in this thing was pretty damn impressive.
Right. That's why we don't strap it down or anything. We want to show how far that block is getting thrown. It's about an 18-pound block of gel.
We actually managed to take a little poop of gel that was right here in the very beginning, and it just shoved it all the way through. We managed to just catch it in the vest right here on the ground next to the gel block.
Oh, that's
pretty
great.
much just like so.
Yeah, we've had good luck capturing a lot of these.
Yeah, as you noticed, we don't have a tarp out, but soapy water does great, guys.
Right. It's people. I don't know if they're what's going on in their minds. Why they think we need a tarp. The gel, you just wash it off with soapy water. We have plenty of that, and it's if we had a tarp out, it would fall on the tarp.
It's dusty out here.
Yeah, there'd be dust all over the tarp. Then we'd still have to wash it off.
Exactly.
So we wouldn't be saving any time or effort using a tarp.
Work smarter now.
Look how clean it is. It's perfectly clean. Just wash it off. But thank you, Clear Ballistics, for sending that block of gel to us. It looked pretty good in high speed, I think.
Yeah, thank you for having me out again, Jeff.
And thank you. You're doing good. I won't give you any grief about the 50-yard shot because that thing flew really weird.
I think it's Zach's super nerd telekinesis messing with us.
yeah, you weren't holding your tongue right or something. But yeah, up at 20 yards they did pretty well. 50 yards was kind of pushing it. We need a bigger target.
Yeah, bigger target. That solves everything.
If it was a car parked down there, we'd probably hit the car.
Right.
Well, that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you.